So here's the first instalment of the lab. Someone went over to ask.takecontrol.ee, they filled in the form there and they submitted me their story. So now I'm going to look at what's actually going on under the hood of this relationship. So one of the things they said was, I was telling a story and she cut across me mid-sentence and said, he always drags things out, just get to the point. Everyone laughed and I kind of laughed it off. This is a classic example of social signalling. By cutting you off and insulting your delivery, she is publicly lowering your status to elevate her own or to align herself with the group at your expense. When you laugh it off, you aren't being the bigger person. You're telling her and everyone at that table that your contribution has no value and you accept her dominance. This is where the erosion of attraction begins. Another thing you said was, another time she said, that's not how it works, in a really dismissive tone like I was being stupid. This is boundary testing. She is checking to see if you have a low status reaction. If you accept the stupid label without a calm, firm correction, you're training her to view you as a subordinate rather than a partner. And in psychology, this is part of a contempt-based communication pattern, which is one of the leading predictors of relationship failure. A bit further on, you said when we're alone, she can be completely different. She's affectionate. She says she cares about me. And this is the trap. This is the intermittent reinforcement. Because she's nice to you in private, you convince yourself that the public disrespect doesn't count. But it counts more. Respect that only exists when nobody's watching isn't respect, it's performance. She's affectionate when it's convenient for her, but she's dismissive when there's social capital to be gained. And then you said if I bring it up, she'll say she didn't mean anything by it or that I'm overthinking it. She just brushes it off and says I'm being too sensitive. This is the shit test, and you're currently failing. By calling you sensitive, she is legitimizing your reality. It's a form of gaslighting designed to make you back down. When you argue or try to explain why it hurt, you're coming from a place of supplication. You're asking for her permission to feel hurt. You don't need a permission. You need a consequence. And then you said, you just feel like you're slowly losing respect in the relationship and don't know how to deal with it without making things worse. Well, you're right. You are losing respect because you aren't respecting yourself enough to walk away from a bad deal. You think setting a hard boundary will make things worse, like cause a fight. But things are already at their worst. You're losing your identity. So the next steps for you. Discussing your feelings. Stop it. It hasn't worked and it won't work. The nuclear option. The next time she disrespects you, stop the interaction immediately. If it's a dinner, the dinner's over. If it's with friends, you leave or you stop engaging with her. And then hold the line. When she calls you sensitive, don't agree. Simply say, I don't accept that tone. If it continues, I'm not participating in this conversation. Then walk away. Be willing to walk. You must be willing to let the relationship go to save your self-respect. Ironically, this is the only thing that might actually make her respect you again. Okay, so there we have it. That's that one wrapped up. If you want to have your story analysed, do head over to ask.takecontrol.ee and submit your story on the lab, and I'll make you a video reply as well.